What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stash Free Sports channel. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about it. No intro today. Let's talk about Matt Nagy being the new OC for the Chiefs. Let's talk about them potentially adding Kliff Kingsbury as a new quarterback coach. Um, as we all know, Eric Bieniemy now took the Washington Commanders offensive coordinator job. And I want to touch on that real quick. I did a prediction video on him leaving, I think January 29th, before Super Bowl. And it was clear as day to me, about him leaving. And people are saying, it's a lateral move, why he do that. We all know why he did that, a lot, and this is from Chiefs fans. I'm not a Chiefs fan personally, but Chiefs fans have told me they don't respect, not all, this don't go for all, but the ones that I've spoken to, they told me themselves they don't respect Airbnb. They don't respect them. Andy calls the plays. Andy does it. Andy does that. He's just there. He's just there. Wants credit. Blah blah blah. All that stuff. So him taking that lateral move makes the most sense. That's why the prediction was an easy call to make. When I did that, I did two videos. I did a YouTube short and I did an actual full length video. So yeah, that makes sense to me. Now him being gone now, he's going to be a head coach most likely, in my opinion, probably next year or two. He's had over a dozen interviews over the last couple of years. Hasn't nailed a job. I think he'll nail one pretty soon. Probably next year in 2024. Now on to the Chiefs. Matt Nagy is the OC for the Chiefs. It's not set in stone yet. It's not written on contract yet. The Chiefs has to honor the Rooney Rule first and interview an external person from the league, from the team. Sorry, to for the position. But it's set in stone. It's already ink behind the scenes probably. So, Matt Nagy is definitely going to be the OC. He held that same spot in 2016, 2017. So it makes all the sense in the world. Now, also, if you didn't peep the Super Bowl press conferences and all the celebrations, and also even the parade a couple days ago, well, a week ago now, if you've seen Pat Mahomes and Matt Nagy, they're thick as thieves. They're tight as I don't know what. So he's definitely going to be the new OC. There's no question about it. They're very close from what I've seen, from what I've heard and read and things like that. So that's definitely going to be set in stone and definitely happening. Now, the new question is, before I get to Kliff Kingsbury, the new question is Matt Nagy's Andy Reid's successor? Now, Andy Reid said off rip at a press conference he's returning next year for 2023-2024 season. How long does he have left? We don't know. So that's the main question there. You know, I've been reading some things that say Matt Nagy's already in talks to be the successor to Andy Reid. Don't know if it's true or not, but everyone's pulling that out from his relationship with Pat Mahomes, his relationship with Andy Reid and the organization. They welcomed him back with open arms after he got fired from Chicago Bears. Andy Reid is 64, been coaching for a long time, has a pretty good coaching tree, so why not have a guy that has a really, has clicked with his star quarterback, with the best player in the league right now, at least the best quarterback. Um, excuse me. Uh, you have a guy who clicked with him perfectly in Matt Nagy. Why not let him be the head coach? It just makes most sense in the world. They have a good relationship. They have a good thing going on. Why ruin it? Why switch it up? Why bring in a different factor to a different piece to ruin the whole group? So Matt Nagy to be the successor? Question mark for Andy Reid? Or for Andy Reid? Question mark? I think it's good. It's a good move. I'm not mad at it. Now on the Kliff Kingsbury. I've been looking at Kliff Kingsbury very closely since he left the Cardinals, since he was let go. And my original prediction, honestly, was him going to the Ravens if they kept Lamar Jackson. I think that would have been a pretty solid move, a little decent spot. Ravens fans told me, and it didn't work out, obviously, because they fired Greg Roman like how I've been dying for them to do, but they didn't hire Kliff Kingsbury. But Ravens said it wouldn't work anyway because they had Harbaugh there, and Harbaugh won't bring in a guy to maybe, doing what Andy Reid is doing with Matt Nagy and be his successor. Because I think Harbaugh's on the hot seat going to next year. I really do think that. So that definitely makes sense there. If Kingsbury makes Lamar look better or look good, and offense look better than Greg Roman did, but they somehow still lose, you can see Kliff Kingsbury take over for the Ravens. So that makes sense. Cool. But I think we're all, or at least for the Chiefs, they're living in Pat Mahomes' world. That 10-year, $500 million deal is that 10-year, $500 million deal is is just it makes the Chiefs Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes own the Chiefs now, straight up. Forget Lamar Hunt and those guys and the Hunt family. And no disrespect, I'm saying just we're all living and they're all living in Pat Mahomes' world, right? So what he says goes for the most part. We want to keep him happy. I think if this does happen, I wouldn't be surprised. Matt Nagy going to the OC role, if that does happen, which is probably going to be, guaranteed 99.9%. I would like Kliff Kingsbury to be the head coach, the quarterback coach for the Chiefs. Get him back on good standing. Let him stay there for about another year or two, or about a year or two. Not another. He'll just be getting there. But I like that fit there. Let him get himself back in shape. Let him get back in good favor. Let him talk about how he's with Mahomes and how everything's great going on there, and then get another job somewhere else. Because me personally, I wasn't a fan of the Cardinals firing Kliff Kingsbury. I think he wasn't the best coach. I understand that, but Kyler isn't the best quarterback either. I know they were handpicked. They came together. I do understand that. Cool, but he made a mistake. He made a mistake. The team made a mistake. I think they should have kept Rosen. I still stand by that. That's just me. But if not, they should have done something else. And I just think I never was a big fan of Kyler, the size thing, and I just know it was a fan of Kyler. I'm not gonna go in big detail now. I talked about it way back then when the move happened. But I thought it could have worked out better than what it did. I will say that it didn't work out, not even close, and I wasn't even a big fan of him. And I thought it'd be a little bit better than what it ended up being. Um, so yeah, I think Kliff Kingsbury kind of got a rough go in Arizona, and it was a self hit, a self hurt move with drafting Kyler and some other moves as well and other moments. But I think he's a good coach. I think he can be a pretty good coach, given the right team, right situation, right opportunity. He needs to build his name back in good light and good standing. And I think doing that with the Chiefs, with Pat Mahomes, his former college player, his former college quarterback, makes the most sense in the world. As I said, if Pat Mahomes will vouch for him, I can definitely see, that the Chiefs bringing in Kliff Kingsbury for a year or two until he gets an OC job somewhere else, or until Matt Nagy, takes the reins over for Andy Reid another couple years, and maybe he goes up to OC. Probably not, because Matt Nagy probably calls on plays, part of with Pat Mahomes, and Kliff can go somewhere else, wherever he's wanted and needed at there in the next couple, 2024, 2025 season. So I think that's a perfect matchup there. Everyone, and it works out for everybody. Eric Bieniemy won some rings, names in good standard, in good standing. Leaving the Chiefs wasn't a bad move, at least publicly, and he went laterally to end up going up. In my opinion, he'll go up probably another year or two from now. Matt Nagy going up might be Andy Reid's successor, and maybe the Cardinals bring in Kliff Kingsbury. He'll go up as well in ranks another year or two from now also. So works out for everybody. All parties should be happy. They won rings except for Kliff Kingsbury in this situation, but he's going to be back with Pat Mahomes. He might win a ring next year, So all in all, it worked out for everyone. It will work out, in my opinion, for everyone. And that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.